I lose my breath whenever I see you.
Alright, I have promised you guys some recipes with my air fryer that I got from Christmas. And I know I have been slacking, so this is probably my #1 recipe that we've tried so far. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use my air fryer to make CopyCat Chick-fil-A nuggets. So stay tuned if you're interested in finding out how to make them. So these are the ingredients that you need. It's super simple, and there's 2 of them that you cannot skip. They're a little kind of oddball ingredients. So I have 3 chicken breasts that I trimmed and cut into 1-inch pieces roughly. They don't need to be perfect. I have 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and 1½ teaspoons of ground black pepper, and then ½ teaspoon of paprika. This is one of the ingredients that was a little shocking to me, but definitely makes it. It just adds a little something to make it more authentic. So this is 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and this goes into your dry mix. For the air fryer, you're gonna need some olive oil spray, 1 cup of milk, and 1 egg. And this is the other oddball ingredient, which you cannot skip. Because at first I thought, oh, maybe not necessary. But apparently this is Chick-fil-A's secret, not so secret. It's a cup of pickle juice. So you can use regular canned pickle juice. I'm actually using some of my homemade pickle brine, and it works awesome. The chicken does not taste brined, it just tenderizes it. So those are the ingredients that you need, so let's put this together. Alright, so I just have a medium-sized bowl, and I have a cup of pickle juice in there. And I'm going to take my chicken, and it does not need to be sitting in it. You just need enough to kind of coat all the pieces. And this is going to sit for 20 minutes. And you're going to see the chicken change color a little bit, becomes a little bit more opaque. And then you just drain it. So that's the first step. While we're waiting for that, we're gonna preheat the oven to 200. This is how I keep my chicken warm when I'm doing a couple different batches. So I'll just have a cookie tray lined with foil, and I can just stick it in the oven and keep it warm. So this is my air fryer. I got this for Christmas as a present, and at first, I was a little hesitant about using it. I hadn't done a whole ton of research, but I absolutely love it. So the brand is Secura, and the person that bought this for me actually got it off Amazon. It has a little cheat sheet of all the different temperatures for the different food groups. It comes with a recipe book. There's a ton of stuff on Pinterest. But I like this one because it's really easy. So you just plug it in, there's a timer, and then there's just a temperature gauge. And that's it. So it's really like a convection oven. There's a coil up there. That's the little cooking unit. And then this is the basket. And this part pops right out. The whole thing is non-stick, so it's super easy to clean. That snaps in. One tip I have for you guys is no matter what you're cooking in here, make sure that you do a light spray of whatever oil you're using, whether it's canola, vegetable, or olive, just to ensure that it's easy to clean. I haven't had any issues so far, but another tip is that you can preheat your air fryer for 3 minutes is what it says. I haven't noticed a huge difference if I preheat or not. Sometimes I'll just add a couple more minutes, but I'm gonna get this ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put together the dry mixture in this bowl, And then I'll put the wet mixture in this bowl. So here is my breading station. This is the chicken that's still marinating in the pickle juice. You're gonna go into the dry mixture, into your wet mixture, back into your dry mixture, and then you're just gonna put a single layer in your air fryer basket. I'm guessing you could probably also make these in the oven. I would probably do the same temperature. It might just take a little bit longer. So for this one, it takes 370 for 8 minutes, and halfway through you just toss them around and spray them a little bit more with olive oil. So the longest part about this recipe is honestly waiting for the chicken to marinate for that 20 minutes. Feels like it takes forever, but it really is only 20 minutes. But don't skip that step. It makes a huge difference. So a couple other things that I've made in my air fryer are sweet potato fries. We've made baked chips. We've made french fries, we've made fried chicken, trying to think what else. We've tried a couple different things. So the french fries take a little finagling. We found some tricks that work and some that don't, but I'm really loving the air fryer. It makes you feel a lot less guilty about eating french fries. I am not a huge fan of fried food because of the way it makes you feel afterwards, and this is definitely a much healthier alternative. So hopefully you guys enjoy these nuggets. We do not have a Chick-fil-A near us. I know, travesty. It's probably a good thing because we probably go all the time, but we do not. So this is a nice little treat, and it really does taste pretty similar to them. So we also got knockoff Chick-fil-A sauce from Walmart, which I'll show you guys at the end, but absolutely delicious. So for dinner tonight, my kids are having Chick-fil-A nuggets with fruit and I don't know, something on the side. And Martin and I are having a kind of like a garden salad with the Chick-fil-A nuggets on top. And then we're gonna try ranch and then that Chick-fil-A sauce as a dressing. I'll let you guys know what we think. 2 more tips I wanna give you guys when using your air fryer. In the manual, it suggested getting a Misto Sprayer, and I read a lot of people loved this one online. So my grocery store actually had this. It is just a little canister, and you pressurize it, and I have olive oil in here. And to be totally honest, I'm not a fan. It doesn't work well. It gets dirty. So to me, I wish I had not bought this and wasted my money. Instead, these work awesome, and they are really inexpensive. I got this one from Walmart, but any grocery store carries them. They carry them in vegetable oil, canola oil. I've seen them with avocado oil and olive oil. So this is a much more even spray, and I think works 100 times better. My other tip is when you're doing batches, so if you have a family that you're cooking for, I have a quarter sheet pan. You could use a half sheet pan. I just cover it with foil so the cleanup's super easy. And like I said, I preheat my oven to 200 degrees. I put any cooked food in here, pop it in the oven until I'm ready to serve, and it stays nice and warm. So those 2 tips have been ones that I've used every single recipe. They're foolproof and I love them. So I wanted to share. So I just want to show you guys before I drain this chicken. It's been 20 minutes. You can tell that, I know nobody likes to see raw chicken, but I just wanted to show you how it's a little bit opaque. That's what you want your chicken to look like. And obviously you discard the pickle brine, and then we'll move on to breading. So just like any cooking, you don't want it to be crowding the pan. So that is my single layer. The coating is stuck on there really well. So we're just gonna take our olive oil spray. And then I just do little spurts. And throw it in the air fryer. So this just slides right in there. Temperature's on 370, and we're gonna put it in for 6 minutes. And then when that's done, we'll toss them, put them in for about another 4 or 5, and they'll be ready. All right, so after about 6 minutes, can you hear them? They are crispy. We're getting there. So you can see there's still a little bit of raw flour. So what I do is I give it a quick spray. And the first time, I'll be honest, I used tongs to like turn over every piece. Total waste of time. Just shake it. Go to town. All right, just make sure it's in a single layer. Give it another good spray. And put it back in. We're gonna do another 5 minutes. All right, the timer is done. And look what we have. I don't know, they don't look exact, but they look pretty close, and I can tell you from experience, they taste pretty close. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do with these to keep them warm. We'll move on to the next batch. So while I waited for those to cook, I breaded the rest of my chicken, so that's ready and waiting. You just dump your nuggets onto your tray. Down, pop it in the oven, and they will stay warm. So there's your little hack for keeping food warm. So these are the 2 sauces that my kids prefer and that we prefer. This is the Great Value chicken dipping sauce. Tastes just like Chick-fil-A sauce. So if you're a fan, give this a shot. My kids just use ketchup. Alright, so I'm gonna finish up getting dinner ready. The chicken nuggets came out super good. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any great air fryer recipes, and if you give this one a shot, definitely let me know because I would love to hear what you think. So thanks for watching. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next one.